Welcome back into week 3 discussion on ionic and covalent compounds. So we're going to continue our discussion on naming covalent compounds. Now covalent compounds are extremely easy to name and work with, provided you have memorized those same conversion of oxygen to oxide, sulfur to sulfide, chlorine to chloride, etc. from the previous ionic compound, because that would carry into naming covalent compounds. And the reason I said naming covalent compounds are extremely easy, simply because of the fact that it is easy. All right, so let's pick a covalent compound, say PCl5. As with ionic compounds, the first element goes unchanged. Okay, not always. I will tell you when you would have to add a prefix. You don't need to add any suffix to change the name, but you would add a prefix. So in this case, phosphorus is the first, so that will be unchanged. So it's phosphorus. Okay, how many? There is a slide in the PowerPoint. If I can go through and tell you which specific slide you should be looking at, it's just this one right here. Okay, what does 5 stands for, what does 4 stands for, what does 3 stands for, what does 2 stands for, etc. Okay, so 5 is penta, so you say penta. Okay, and chlorine is chloride. Okay, keep in mind, chlorine, we have to change the INE to IDE. Okay, let's get a different color. Okay, so again, if you have XeF4, okay, there's xenon, there's only one of it, and it's the first element, so we don't need to make any changes. So xenon. 4 for fluorine, there's 4 fluorines, and 4 is tetra, xenon tetrachloride. Okay, and then you have, say, let's do this, P2O5. Let's say you have a compound like this. Okay, now again, phosphorus is first, so write up phosphorus, but is there one of it? No, there's 2 of them, so diphosphorus. If you go to that list, 2 stands for di, and tetra stands for 4, penta stands for 5. Again, same business. Oxygen, that's why I said if you can memorize this once for good, you'll be good. So YGN becomes IDE. So diphosphorus, you got 5 oxygen, so it's penta oxide. Penta stands for 5. Okay, now how difficult is that? So let me give you a few formulas, and you can pause the video and then write the names and then continue watching the video to see if you got it right. All right, so let's go. I'll give you a bunch. Okay, so sorry, for some reason it's not writing. All right, so these are the compounds I want you to practice. Okay. Oh. All right, let me stop here because it seemed to be